Hello and welcome back to The Road to Good Cooking. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I make a video. It is fall, the weather's cool, and you know what that means. Hot chicken pot pies. And let me show you how I made mine. For my chicken pot pies, I'm going to be using dark meat. You are more than welcome to use the breast meat or whatever kind of meat that you like, but I prefer the dark meat. Sometimes I mix it up and make dark and light. And I have 5 chicken legs here, and when these chicken legs get this big, I'd rather stew them because I know they're going to be nice and tender if I stew them or slow roast them. They're just too doggone big when they get like that. They're not, to me, I don't like them this big when I fry them, so I always stew them. So, and to my bowl here, I've already added 1½ teaspoons of my salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder mix. And to that, I'm going to add a little bit of herb de Provence, which is fabulous on chicken and turkey. Add a little bit of that to that. I'm going to be adding some Aleppo pepper flakes, which looks just like red pepper flakes, but they are more flavorful and not as hot as red pepper flakes. And I'm also going to add some extra virgin olive oil to the mix here. That'll help everything mix evenly and distribute evenly on the chicken. Chicken goes in. And I'm going to add my chicken to a prepared baking sheet, which is a baking sheet that I lined with aluminum foil and coated it with oil. Here's my baking sheet. Add a little extra oil to it just to keep everything from sticking. Put the chicken in. And from here, my chicken's going to go into a 350-degree oven, and I'm going to cook them until they are done. So they get to an internal temp to about 165, 170, and then I'll peel them off the bone and get started on the filling for my chicken pot pie. Pop these in the oven, go watch me a little bit of football, and I'll be right back. I forgot to mention that to this pan I'm going to add the chicken tips that I trimmed off the other night when I made my wings, and I'm going to roast those up so I can make some chicken broth. Okay, so starting with my roux, I'll be using equal parts flour and equal parts butter. And to top my chicken pot pies, I'm going to be using puff pastries. And there's the veggies I'm going to be using in my mix. I have some whole green beans, some mixed veggies, and these are all frozen veggies back there. And then these are fresh. I have some fresh carrots, some fresh onions, and there's my chicken that I roasted. And I'll be using some roasted garlic, which I made up the other day, and I'll be using my homemade chicken broth. Okay, let's start on my roux. Now for the roux, I'm going to use, like I said, equal parts butter and equal parts flour. So if you use 2 tablespoons of butter, use 2 tablespoons of flour. That's what I mean by equal parts. So for this, I'm going to use probably 4 tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to use 4 tablespoons of flour. That's the beginning of my roux. Pardon the noise. And here's some of my flour that I had left over from yesterday. So I'll put 4 tablespoons of flour. And I'm going to just cook this just long enough to get the flour taste cooked off, and then I'll add the liquids to that. Okay, I took about maybe 4 or 5 cloves of roasted garlic and got it all smashed up, and I will post a link to my video, how to roast garlic, and you really want to go check that out because I always have roasted garlic on hand, and it tastes so much better when you roast it yourself and it's nice and fresh. Alright, so this is going to be going into the mix too. Okay, my roux is coming along nicely. And what I did off camera, I warmed up my chicken broth, just took the chill off, and I'm going to be adding that to my roux. And it's the color that I want it, right about here. I have about 4 cups of chicken broth here, homemade chicken broth. Just add it in slowly and stir as you go. And I don't know if I'm going to use the whole 4 cups, we'll see. Like I said, I want it nice and thick. So I like to pour a little bit in and stir it up. Pour a little bit more in. Oh my God, it smells fantastic. You see it thickened up already. So I want to add a little bit more broth. Look at that. Ooh, you gotta smell it. Oh, feels like Thanksgiving in here already. Now I'm going to stop right there for now. I put, looks like I put almost 3 cups in there. And I want to see how this thickens up. And it is nice and smooth and silky. Put my garlic in there. And taste this as you go. And season as you go. I hate to say this, but that's doggone near perfect. But just for giggles, I'm going to add a little bit of the Maggi seasoning. And that's just going to enhance my flavor even more so. I'll put a couple of drops in there to start with. Don't need much of this stuff because it's very strong. Let me reduce my temperature down a little bit. And hit it with a little bit of my S&P and garlic powder and onion powder. Starting to thicken up again, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the broth. Stir it in. Oh, perfection. Ooh, it's so stinking good. Okay, and then from here I'm going to start adding my veggies. About you, but I love lots of veggies in my chicken pot pie. Chicken's going in the hot tub, and I like great big pieces of chicken, and there's going to be a bite of chicken in every spoonful. Look at that. Now how easy was that? Seriously? Once again, I'm going to scold you. Why are you buying chicken pot pies, frozen chicken pot pies, when you can make them fresh? Took me all of what, 5 minutes to put it together? You know, it took me 40 minutes to roast a chicken, and all of 5 or 10 minutes to put the roux and the veggies in there. And look at this, I got a filling for homemade chicken pot pie. Don't get no better than that unless your grandma makes it. For my pie, I'm going to be using my little individual pie pan, or you could use these little pie pans here. This is what I'll freeze some of my, I'm going to freeze me 3 pot pies in these. And if I was serving something else, I would use a smaller pan like this. And what I did, I cut out, your puff pastries comes in 2 sheets, and I cut it in half and pulled one out till it's like round, and that's what I'm going to lay right on the top. And this filling smells phenomenal, by the way. Ugh. I greased my pan too, by the way, with butter. And I'm going to load that bad boy up. Just like that. And then the puff pastry. Stretch it out so it's a little bit bigger than the top. And that goes right on the top, just like so. I like to pull it over the edges and just pinch it. So that's ready for the oven. And out of that mix, I'm probably going to get enough mixture here for about 4 pies. So I got 4 different meals here. And your vegetable mix is pretty much your own personal preference, whatever you like. I've made, every time I make chicken pot pies, I make it with a different mix. And this mix has zucchini in it, it has broccoli, it has carrots and onions, and you know, sometimes I have asparagus. If I have that laying around, I put that in there. And it's just good no matter how you fill it up. Yep, I'm going to get 4 pies out of that. Okay, I have my oven preheating to 375, and my pie that I will be eating tonight will be going in the oven. Okay, and I'm going to let these cool off. The tops for these, I'm not going to put them on. I'm just going to put it in I'm going to wrap them up individually, and then I will freeze it with the chicken pot pies. And once they cool off, I'm going to put them in a vacuum seal bag, and in the freezer they'll go. And I forgot to mention, I'm going to hit this with some butter, as if this needs more butter in it. You can either coat it with butter or paint it with some egg wash. Just waiting for my oven to come up to temp, and then I'll be good to go. And look what just came out the oven. Whoo! I want to dig into that bad boy right now, but I know it is piping hot, and I'm not going to burn my lips off. I love you guys, but I'm not going to burn my lips off. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, it is time. Ooh, I've been waiting for this all day. I'm just going to go right in the middle. Look at the steam coming out of there. And mind you, I let it set for longer than 10 minutes. But look at that. Ooh. Look at that juice. Ah, look at that. Okay, I'm going in. I don't care if I burn my lips off or not. I cannot wait not 1 minute longer. I'm gonna blow it. Here, you guys take the first bite. Burn your lips off first. Good, huh? OMG. That is absolutely amazing. Now, how many of you guys, when you do have chicken pot pie, tear off some of that crust, get it down in that juice. Here's a perfect bite right here. And I know that if I put that in my mouth right this very second, that's not gonna be good. Look, you see what I said? See what I mean? Got a big old piece of chicken. Put some of that puff pastry on the top. I'm like eating a little mini slider. I'm gonna blow again. Oh. Ah. You guys have got to try this recipe. Now I know it only took me like 10 minutes to put this together, but keep in mind, I did a lot of batch cooking on Saturday. So I roasted my garlic. I roasted the chicken yesterday, Sunday. And all the veggies were frozen. And what the fresh veggies that I used tonight or today, I chopped those up today. But you know what, if you take a little bit extra time, oh, and I made the chicken broth on Saturday. Now you don't have to go to the extreme. I'm a little anal like that. But you know, if you have to buy chicken broth, so be it. But at least put everything else together. And you got a beautiful, beautiful pot pie. And I got 3 more. I'm going back in again. Look at that juice. That's some good stuff right there. Thank you for stopping by. And if you like this video, make sure you share my link with everybody you know in the universe. Leave me a comment. Hit that subscribe button on your way out the door. And thank you so much for stopping by. Be blessed and keep on cooking and smacking.